At my age I must be mad. This is what they call the cold light of dawn. I'm back again, and obviously I was stupid enough to come back again. Anyway, got one rod out there. I'm just about to send another one out, but it is an absolutely idyllic setting. Look at this. You can't say I'm not trying for a conger. There we go. Pennel hook rig, half a mackerel, all lashed up, ready to go out. I'm just going to lob it out. And last night they were telling me smaller baits are better, not for the conger, just for catching stuff. Well, I know that, but I think I've got to put one out there. Let's get it going, let's get it out there. Let's get the grip together, let's get it together. Listen, I'm not doing this every day of the week, am I? I probably would be better if I did, because I'd know what to go where and all that business. God, hands are so cold. It's got to be done though, people. It's fishing business. There we are, clip down, I'm going to lob it out there. Hope it disengages. There's less waves than last night. There's a line of cloud coming there. They say it's going to be very foggy. So, I just nearly got a booty. Well, I did get a bit of a booty. Here we go. Send this thing out there. Oh, it disengaged. Sweet. That'll do. That'll do. They can sit there for an hour at least. Tide didn't come up as far as I thought. And over there, I mean, what is this all about? I've never seen those when I've been down here before. Obviously revealed by storms. One day chucking big baits out, I might catch something really decent. Just want a decent conger. So a quick look at these. Oh, my thumb's going. I've got that finger and that finger. I lose circulation when they're cold. So look, they've driven great big stakes in here, set into concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There must have been something huge coming down here in the way of a jetty or something. I don't know. It's taken a lot of trouble to do it. Who knows? The secret of St Aldridge's Bay. Was there in fact a town here? Right, enough of the history lesson, people. Let's get another rod out. Oh, my fingers are not good. Don't get old, folks. It's horrible. Right, I've got to split this. So I've got a mackerel fillet there. I'm going to split this down the middle, I think. I should have put them probably in the fridge last night. It was so cold I left them out on the roof, to be honest. Now, I'm going to use one of these tongy things. As I say, all the rage. Just to help whip the bait on. Well, all it does, I think, really, is keep the sort of baits together while you bind it. Oh, the fingers, don't get them wet, Graeme. Because the matchmen, when they're in the match, they sit, well, they got rods out, or a rod out. They sit making up these baits ready, and you can see why. Bit time consuming, but baiting, well, it's not a needle, is it? It's not baiting needle. I don't know exactly what you really would call this. Baiting tool, baiting bar, baiting pins. Should probably throw the fish away and use your elastic. There. I've only got a single hook on here, so I'm just going to nick it in there. Like that, so it sits up proud. Probably seen some of our bait rigging videos. And just whip it so that hook. The trouble is with the mackerel, it goes very soft very quickly when it's been thawed out. And then just pull this bar off like that, and there's my bait ready to go. Now this one I just got a plain surf pom on. It's got the veins on it there on the lead, so hopefully that lifts it off the bottom a bit quicker. Don't get snagged. And it's heave-ho into the horizon. I was going to walk down the beach and I thought, you know what? Just fish, you know, because there was a snag further down. Oh, come on. Yeah, there was a snag further down. So, but hopefully you can see the effect of the pulley rig there, guys. You can see how it pulls up and down. Look, if I do this, you should be able to see it, a pulley rig. You clip your bait there. Out it goes. When it hits the water, it disengages. And then when you hook a fish, the lead slides right up to the top. Very, very good rig. For rough ground fishing. Needless to say, I am the only complete wazzock down here this morning at this time. Dawn. Not exactly waiting for the sun to come up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it disengaged, but it doesn't matter, I like disengaged. That went pretty well. I've got a wind behind me. Coming off those cliffs, I can feel it. Oh, it's freezing. There's only one thing to do when it's cold, either put gloves on or light a fire or both. I wonder what's in that white bag there. There's a few birds around this morning, which is nice to see. They're all sitting out there at dawn, just as light was breaking. Get these gloves on, try and get some circulation back. Can you imagine having to survive when it's really, really cold and you haven't got the right clothing? We wouldn't last 24 hours. The human race has no fur, it's just covered in rubber. Our skin's just like skinny rubber. Predator's delight, I think humans would be, if we didn't have the brain. If we were just basic, and the same basic intellect as the rest of the animal world, we would not last 5 minutes. Yeah, the other guy said that he's seen some sprats or something. He obviously lives down there. So the fish might be feeding on sprats. That's the ideas down here. They come in the winter. If they're feeding on those, you really get good fishing. Even with sprats. I've used sprats on the hooks and never much good. I read recently that they've actually discovered water on the moon. There was a lake or something. I mean, I've got no bites here. Maybe I should be fishing on the moon, on the face of the moon. I've got to say I'm not a lover of fishing when the moon's up like this. Up there. I mean, it looks pretty. Especially in the evening when you have the moon and the sun in the sky at the same time. I haven't done a lot of good when it's like that. We'll find out. I've been along the beach valley and I've got some wood, scavenged a bit of wood. Might try and light the fire. I'm guessing over there, you see it going along, that must be the fog bank they were talking about, I don't know. As yet, no bites, and I've got no phone, which is pretty sensible, so I've therefore got no time because I've got no watch. So I'll have to go by the tide, just fish till I get some bites. There's a bite on that right hand rod. Lucky. Well, there's life out there, guys, and it is indeed Mr. Dogfish again. Anyway, it's getting back. At least that's a sign. That's earlier in the tide than I had him last night. So get this guy back, and I'm going to get this fire lit. Keep getting bites on the middle rod there, very small bites. Pretty sure it's just a dogfish. You have to be careful in case you get a drop back bite, which is when the fish moves the whole leg. You see, that could be a drop back bite. And I've had a couple of taps on that whole mackerel head and everything on there, so I figure they're just dogfish. But this being a grip, this not being a grip lead, I can afford to move it. Yeah, nothing on there. I figure they're just small dogfish. Let's put it back in my shotgun. I'm gonna have to move this tube up here, slid down. Well, the tide, it's got to be on the turn. There's a little bit of pull on it. I can feel it on the lines here. Just pulling a little bit to that, to the left. All the time there's a good tidal flow, I'm quite happy. But I figured now it's top of the tide-ish. Don't think it's going to come in anymore. You can see how it splits there. I think I've told you before, if you want to get an extra, 12 feet of casting, instead of casting here and getting a boot full when a wave comes up, go down on the higher raised shingle there, and a lot of beaches have got that curves in and out. Nothing up there. Way down there is one. As you can see just there, there's a peninsula there, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots down there. When it's rough, it's handy. Look, like this is no problem. You can see how it splits either way, so I can stand down there and be bone dry. Ish. Oh. Who's not watching the rods, Graeme? I saw the whole tripod shake then. I think it's this one. I think it's this right-hand rod. big gamble for me. It's not a big long trip. Well, it's a long trip for short fishing time. So far, no congers or indeed anything but dogfish. Definitely had a bite on one of those. The fire, guys, is going from strength to strength. When all this burns down, I've had a few major explosions. When all this burns down, I'm going to put, I think I've got a pie, and that will be my breakfast. Probably put it on the embers. I find if you're doing a beach fire, just get a knife and try and get the worst of the bark off. Sometimes it will just peel back. If you get the worst of it off, you'll find it generally doesn't smoke so much and will burn cleaner and quicker. And then obviously make sure occasionally you glance at the rod. At least my hands have got circulations going again. Well, I'm just getting tappy bites and nothing's happening, but I've made myself a nice seat here out of what was, I assume, the steps that got blasted from up there in the storm. I put the last bit of wood I've got there, my dry wood I brought with me, as a seat. Oh, that's handy. Oh, sense of humour. I can't believe I got up 6:30 in the morning to come down and catch one dogfish. You're tempted to go to small hooks, but I've got to sit out there really for, if I've come for conger, you've got to go with a decent bait, and that's what's happening. I'm getting these dogfish are just tugging at the baits. Getting the odd one, yes, but most of them aren't converting. So I've got a lovely view here. Sun's not up yet, not come over the top. It's come up over there at Minehead. They're all bathed in sunshine. But nothing on those rods. What I find kind of strange is, years ago, you would get tap, 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 tap. You get whiting, small codling, you get small fish, hammering baits like that, you know, fish baits, especially mackerel. And where are they? Where are all the small fish? That's what I don't understand. I mean, surely our fishing hasn't got that bad. I'm not moaning just because I just got this, you know, I'm having a tough session. Highlight's going to be putting my steak pie onto that fire. Oh, look, there's a bite on that left-hand rod. You guys might not see it with this camera. Just little taps, not good. They're not good pull-down bites. And that's not a big bait really on there. The other thing, I don't like all these birds sitting down over there. Can somebody complain to the council? No, I'm not happy when I see lots of birds sitting. It's like they're really bored, really bored. Nothing's ever going to happen today. So they're just chilling over there in a little bit of wintry sunshine there. And generally, even in the summer, I'm not a lover of seeing the birds sitting on the water. I want to see them in the air working. It tells me they're hungry and they're looking for something. If there's a chance for them catching fish, there's a chance for me. Waves are getting a little bit bigger, so that tells me there's going to be a bit of a blow coming perhaps from the northwest. I mean, I shouldn't moan, should I? Look, sat here, an entire beach, just look. 3/4 of a mile of beach on my own. The only one that comes down so far is James, just shouted off the top of the cliff. Was I still alive? Now, another thing. There's some nice golden sand there. So why is this one black? Look. What makes that black sand there? I'm not sure. Any geologists out there? Why is that black? And it comes off these red cliffs? I don't know. What is this? Is this part of a ship or something? With just stuff that's been dumped over the cliff? Or is that, I don't know, the hull of a ship or something like that? Who knows? All I know is no more bites. What I could do was save what's left of a bit of silver paper there. Try and spread this out. I'm going to save these bits of paper. This is going to be my oven for my steak pie and my breakfast. A steak slice. What's it say? Flaky puff pastry. Well, the fishing's a bit flaky. I don't know about that. Flaky puff pastry filled with tender steak and a rich beef gravy. Well, I'll run all over the fire. Right, here's a theory. Whether it's going to work, I don't know. I've let the fire burn right down to virtually embers. I mean, I ought to be able to cook something, didn't I, guys? With Michael running the biggest bushcraft show. Wow, wow, ouch. Yes, okay, Graeme, that is pretty warm. I just want them on the edge there. Just there. That is way enough, because don't forget, wow, these stones are nice and warm. This is how you should cook, guys. On the embers. Just like that. On the embers rather than the actual fire flames itself. I'm tempted to wheel that left one in. I think I better check this one, it's been a while. Oh. Oh guys, ooey, ooey, ooey. I know this is my lighter rod, but I feel I've got a customer here. Let's not crank it too hard. When you go down like this to meet fish, don't forget you're winding the same speed so the fish could drop into a snag. So when you walk towards the fish, you might want to wind a little bit faster. It's not a big fish. I'm fairly sure it's a woof woof one. There he comes, there he comes. Oh, it's a fish. Oh, thank you. And the wave, let him wash up on the wave. Here he comes. Oh no, tell a lie. Oh my God, it's a different species. Oh, thank the Lord for that. It's not a conger, it's a whiting. And I just literally sat on this stone and said, I don't understand. God, he should be on the fire, this one. Wow, pleased with that. Now I'm going to put him back, but I don't think he's going to make it, as my opinion. It's almost worth cooking him, to be honest. I think I'll cook him, he's sizable. He can go on the embers with my steak slice. Oh, there we go, I've lowered another piece of mackerel onto the back of that one. I can't bother to do a fresh whole bait. I want to get them out, bet the baits in the water while I can. Right. Surf and turf, it's coming. Woo, 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 woo. As is a booty. Yeah, I thought so. Don't trust those waves, guys. Run down, attack the horizon. I think I better check that right hand bait before I get smoked out. I could have smoked whiting. Notice how excited I am now because I caught a different species. Us poor old beach fishermen, we really do have it tough over here in the UK. Really do. Have to make the most of everything. There's nothing wrong with that bait, guys. I can go straight back out. All right. Let's get that whiting prepped. Right, I've cleaned him, going to give him a wash off. Get him straight on the... yeah, he's a keeper. Well, the pie's pretty warm. Ouch. Look, this is one split apart, people. It shows you how hot I've had it. Oh my God, an exploding stone. That's an exploding boulder, that one. Ow, this is hot. I'm going to have this first. Ow, ow, ow. And then, see if this is going to work, boys. Well, better wash the knife off. It's the only implement I've got. That's what I do, is clean it first. Sand, the abrasive sand will clean all the bits of meat off it. And then wipe it on a filthy rag. You can't beat a bit of bacteria. Keep your stomach and your bowels working. Now, hang on a minute. There's the fish. Will he? No, he won't quite fit, will he? He won't quite fit. I'll tell you what, that whiting's cooking there. I've got to turn that over. Let's get this one back. Guys, you should absolutely, I wish you could smell this hot pie. A little bit, look, a little bit burnt there. Can't be a bit carbon either. Oh yeah. Just the smell of it. I think it's cooking in the outside, just does. I don't know, something to the flavour. Result. Just going to take it up to my dining table. It's burning my fingers. Ouch. Ouch. One totally cooked whiting. I apologise for having to dissect it with a knife. You can't beat, honestly, you can't beat fresh fish. It don't get any fresher than that, does it? I caught it on the beach. It's on an open fire in, I'm going to say 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes, maybe a minute to gut it, clean it. Well, conger haven't turned up, but quite enjoyed myself. Surf and turf, that's a surprise for me. Steak and fish. Okay. Lemon juice, salt, pepper. Hey ho. Survival situation, trust me. Like this, I would be surviving because I would be eating the dogfish as well. I'm going to leave the other rod out. I lost one set of gear in the bottom. There's some boulder or snag out there. I suppose not a bad session really. No conger, but you know, listen, with that surf and turf cook up, I've really enjoyed it. Guys, I'm packing up. I've got bites on there. I've got a fish I know I had on here. It's probably mic phone, so I picked the phone up. Oh, emergency. Oh, damn, there's a fish still on. He's probably come off. Oh well. That's what I get for stopping YE's come off. That's a shame, because we're right down to the last knockings now. Oh, and a snag. Oh, I love it. No, he's out, he's out, he's out, he's out. Missed the fish. That's Michael. Cost me the fish, that did. Do you know what, I'm going to heave this out one more time, sorry. It's got to be done. I had a bite on that other one as well. You can tell how far I've cast out, not far I've cast, how far it's gone since I walked back up. Well, I think I'm going to sign out, guys. I stayed a lot longer than I thought I would. well down now. The tide just lost another fish, probably a doggy. Just burning off the last of the wood. Everything is exploding everywhere. I'll keep well away. Burn this down, and for the snowflakes out there, obviously I'm going to bury all this and put it right out with some water. Just want to save me carrying it all the way back up the cliffs. So we'll see you again. Don't forget, hit the TA Outdoors and TA Fishing subscribers, notification bells, all that sort of stuff, like buttons, whatever you fancy, and I'll do my best to get up. Don't shoot! I'll do my best to get out there and sort something out to give you some entertainment again. We'll see you next time.
I'm dancing with the shadows on the bedroom wall, silhouettes of memories that I can't recall, trying to be ready for the call, trying